Not quite. It has only begun. Anyway, welcome. Finally. Finally, the flu has been pretty much
GG.
defeated. Why do I even try?
Of course!
Exactly. Anyway, yeah, the flu has been titty. Flu has been defeated. So I'm back, finally. And I'm having more energy again, which is good. Because it tends to be like this, that the very beginning of the year is very mentally stressful, and I don't get shit done. But I feel like that part is over. And I'll finally be able to not slack around and actually stream as much as I'm planning to, which is good. I even managed to finally fill my game schedule. So now even the final slot that I've allotted for games is now filled. Also, how you doing, Shan? How you doing, Humpa? How you doing, Zickernuts? Welcome. That is true. Flu has been titty is almost as good of a goof as your powers of betrayal. That was a bloody good one, Shan. There's there's no getting around that. But yeah, and actually, the final game that I put as the final chaser game that I still had as I don't know what it is. The one that's gonna be between Deus Ex and Deus Ex Invisible War. I got that because of a Vice article. As stupid as that may sound, but I saw a Vice article that was complaining about Duke Nukem 3D and the toxic masculinity and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, holy shit! It's been ages since I played Duke Nukem 3D. So fuck yeah, that's gonna be the one. Something a little bit different. Shooty shooty bang bang. A classic fucking shooter. Holy shit, my voice broke. Uh, we have the perfect
GG.
Yeah, there's going to be quite a lot of use for that in Duke Nukem 3D. Because yeah, I tried because I have the Atomic Edition and I have the 20th Anniversary Edition. Unfortunately, I don't have the Megaton Edition on PC. I have it on PS3, but not on PC. And that's basically the definitive edition. It has all the wacky expansion shit, like I don't remember the names. The DC one and the beach thing and whatever. I considered that, Shan. I've yet to find a good one that I've gotten to work. But if I find it, then yes. If I find it, then yes. But yeah, I just, when I saw that Vice article, I just had to, shit post. Megaton edition. That's the one that has all the things. Except, of course, the exclusive chapter that's in the 20th anniversary thing, but it's still shit tons more content than in that one. But yeah, when I saw that article, I was like, okay, this is just, kinda silly trying to rag on an old game just because you feel like your political views are now different and something complaining about games making people misogynists and violent and everything. And I just wanted to shitpost, and I looked, do I own it on GOG? And I just installed it and decided that Fuck it. I shit posted and. Well, there we go. I have to check that out then, Shan. How doing, Zachary? I'm doing quite fine right now. I've been recovering from a pretty nasty flu, which was not COVID, and I'm feeling good about actually properly getting back into streaming, more properly than I was in January, because I'll be the first one to admit that January didn't go anywhere near my plans. So I'm gonna try. Now that we're in February, I'm finally well. I'm gonna try and make it better. Understandable, Shen, and I'm glad you have sources. I'm gonna check that out tomorrow, and maybe we'll do a Megaton thing. That'd be fucking sweet. But yeah, I've just, ever since the 90s, basically, I've just been annoyed by articles complaining about games making people this and that. It's kind of fucking annoying. It's just the theme changes. Let's fucking face it. I've been playing video games, violent video games, ever since I was a kid. Even in Commodore 64 days, I played games where I was a fucking cowboy shooting bad guys and whatever. So, and none of the games have made me feel like I want to kill people. Because I don't kill people because of video games. I kill people purely for sexual pleasure. That's completely different. But anyway, let's get into the game. So main screen, turn on. New show game. There we go. Video games forced you to kill 800 people yesterday. Well, I'm sorry that happened. Right. So what I did off stream was I got back into basically the same situation we were in. I have not yet used the scroll. That is the talkie scroll. I did instead talk to the guy who arranged the meeting. How doing, Sailor? Yeah, I can't believe that would have been a confusing part to come in. It was basically a joke about people complaining about games making people kill people and so on, and I had to make a little quip. But right, before I use the scroll, I thought that we should go talk to the necromancer, who told us that if we came to his house at around midnight, we would perform a seance. I have not yet talked to him at all in this save, but it's almost midnight, and he's at home, so I thought, let's go talk to him. At least he was at home. There he is. Home Age! Hello there. Alright, but it's fine, there's a save, Shan. I am Mortegro, the necromage of Moonshade. Tell me more about Moonshade. It is a city of mages, run by mages, and that is the way mages like it. We are even governed by our own council of mages, chaired by Filbertio, Gustaccio, and Rotaluncia. Tell me more about being a necromage. Yes, that is a special sort of mage who specializes in magic that deal with dead things, as well as with the spirits of the dead themselves. Tell me about Filbertio. He is the supreme mage lord of the city of Moonshade. How about Gustaccio? Gustaccio and I are engaged in studies of the strange teleport storms that have been afflicting our land. How about Rotaluncia? She is a powerful mage. Her only real weakness is that she is most unpleasant when she is thwarted in her desires. Tell me about dead things. Well, actually, that is a rather unpleasant work. A bit discourteous to talk about it in mixed company, if thou dost know what I mean. Yeah, I know what you mean, because everybody in this place is a fucking racist. Tell me about spirits of the dead. Oh yes, as a necromage I can commune with the spirits of the dead. I'll learn the secrets of the dead as well as the occasional portent of future. But these seances are unpredictable in their results. Tell me about seances. I must first prepare the proper materials. Thou shouldst come to my manor after midnight, and we shall then conjure spectres. Okay, so gotta wait for a while still. Come after midnight, and we'll get a seance. And while we're waiting, let's use this scroll. The scroll talks! Oh, greetings, stranger, from another land. I am speaking to thee by means of this magic scroll. There is no need to be afraid. Afraid? Why, the Avatar's not afraid of magic. But all barbarians fear sorcery. Be quiet, Shamino. That witch can hear thee through that scroll. Who said that? Death draws near those who taught Rotaluncia, the Red Witch. Do not call me a witch, even though I call myself that. So, I'm not afraid of you. Thou dost surprise me. Most mundanes are frightened by the very idea of sorcery. Don't worry about that. I've actually cast a spell that caused Armageddon and destroyed all the world. But I made it better.
Oh, fuck. What? No!
Oh yeah, that happened. Thou art from a distant land, if thou dost not know such a common term. The world is divided into two sorts of men, those who can handle magics, and mere ordinary folk. Common folk such as thee and thy companions are known as the mundane. So tell me about the council, then. So my servant told thee that I sit on the council of mages. Perhaps I shall dismantle him to just a loose tongue. Indeed, I am one of the three who rule this city, along with Gustaccio the Decrepit, and the weak-willed profligate Filbercio. So, what's this shit about magic and stuff? I am the most powerful wizard in this city, and I could teach thee many things, if thou wert not a mere mundane. But the Avatar is not a mundane. What is this they say? Thou dost speak overly much, Iolo. Thou art not a mage, or I would have detected thy powers by now. Or perhaps thou dost shield thine abilities from my senses. Most interesting. Well, bye. Not so fast. Thou shouldst know that I met with thine ally, the fat and loathsome sage called Batlin. He travelled with a demon named Palos. Where did Batlin obtain such power? If I had this power, I could rule Serpent Isle. Reveal to me the secret of controlling demon folk, and I shall reward thee with power beyond thy comprehension. Nah. I shall contact thee again when perhaps thou shalt be more receptive to my offers. Adieu. Thanks to Exalt, you teleported the whole Silverseed stuff because you had watched the stream and knew where everything was. Well, I'm glad I was of some use. Well, there's still plenty of time. Let's just wander around for a bit. Ooh, cakes. It's a very nice and segregated city. What's that? Serpent taper. What the fuck's a taper? I'm just rummaging through the stuff of everyone. That's fine, right? Oh, shit, what the... I don't know what that was. Some kind of an anti-theft device. A slender candle. Okay, now I know, thank you. It's kind of a shame that we can't play those manually anymore, because in the earlier games when we had an instrument, we could enter a playing mode. I kind of miss that. Almost. Just walk around a little bit. Yeah, unfortunately, Shant, that tends to be how things go, that sometimes you lose some features. That's one of the things I actually really like about Guild Wars 2. Because, you have these novelty item instruments, then you can play, they replace your skill bar. And you can just play songs. They all have, 3 octaves. And you can play shit just by using the skill bar, and I fucking love it. All games need that kind of stuff. Hi. Hello once again, Finn. Are you ready for a seance? It is time for the seance to begin. I have already prepared all of the elaborate reagents and incantations necessary to open my mind as a portal through which the spirits of the dead may speak. What thou shalt see are not dreams or hallucinations, but actual ghosts, who will join with us in communion. Do not be afraid. I summon you, ghosts. Come join us here and speak with us. Share with us thy visions of this world and the next.
What horrors?
I've heard thy call, Mortegro. In life I was Christopher, blacksmith of Trinsic. Okay, this guy's a blacksmith. Let's not talk to him. If he says anything about me killing him, it's a lie. I've only killed a couple of blacksmiths, all in accident. So, don't trust this guy. My time here is short, and I wish to have words with the one who is called the Avatar. See, okay, can I go? I don't need to talk to you, Chris. May I call you Chris? I don't think we've met before. Avatar, I thank thee for protecting my son. Oh, thank fuck. And for breaking the Fellowship's evil grip over Britannia. Oh, you're that blacksmith that I didn't kill. Oh, oh thank fuck. Oh yeah, this is the guy, this is the guy who was murdered at the very beginning of, Ultima 7. How doing, Penguin? But he also bring thee a warning. Many are the spirits in this realm who await thee. There is but one thing on their mind. Boobs. Also revenge. There is one thing that thou must always remember. Oh, I have lost contact with the spirit. Just about to tell me stuff. Forgive me, but with a contact that intends, the length of time that I can maintain is always shorter. Stupid. Ugh. Just as he was about to say, hey, there's something very important you need to remember. Ah, sorry, can't talk anymore. God damn it. Well, at least, we got to meet one of the blacksmiths whose death was not our fault. Where was... Hi, cat lady. Sorry, rat lady, actually. Oh, there was that one place with the artisans. That's what I'm looking for. Here. Perfect. Because we need to find the large merchant who came back here with us from the Sleeping Bull Inn. Arise, Finn, 'tis time to continue thy quest. Alright, so have you unequipped your stuff again? Yes, you have. Yes, he's promised us a meeting, told us to wait for a while. Now we have waited. Just grab a sword. That's gonna be fine for now. Alright, now I think that's not him. He was wearing more yellowish. That's that guy's apprentice, so maybe he's at his shop. He had a shop. And I think it was on the western side of town. This one? Yes. There's the lady who tends to his shop. Okay, he's not here. Maybe he's at the inn. Was this one? Hi, Flindo. Oh, returned again. I understand now why Hawk did not wish to sail the open seas. Do not know how thou would leave this island unless the tales are true. Thou dost like our city of Moonshade? So, how about thy promise? Oh, I have good news for thee, my friend. As promised, I have arranged for thee a meet with the Mage Lord Filbercio. In fact, he plans to hold a banquet in thine honor for some reason. I'm certain thou wilt find his means of summoning thee very unusual. You go about thy business, and at the appropriate moment, the Mage Lord shall summon thee. Well, thanks. Yeah, this would have never happened in the previous save because of some fuckery. Are you following me, parrot? Right, did we have a local currency? 16 guilders. That's not much. That's not much at all. We do have some gems. I think the exchange was here.
Ah, yes, my lord. What a pleasure to meet thee. My name is Buccia, and I tend this provision shop. Is there anything I can help thee with?
Yeah, do you have any information for me?
I'm not certain that I know anything useful, but in what art thou interested?
Oh, we can show shit here. Ah, right. I forgot that. never mind. Nothing right now. What I am looking for is exchange. To exchange coins, ask for a small percentage of the money. Dost thou agree with this charge? Yes. I desire... It was guilders, right? So, I can't exchange gems, but jewelry I can. Ooh. Yes, please. How many do I have? Oh, I have quite a many, but let's exchange one for now. So we get 293 guilders. No thank you. I don't know how much that is. I don't know how expensive shit here is. Never mind, guess I won't find out. Please be seated. We have been waiting for thee. I am Mage Lord Gilbertio. Allow me to introduce the others. First, my fellow members of the Council of Mages, Adept Gustaccio. Oh, hi. Thou needest not worry, my lord. We brought thee here against thy will, but only that we may get to know thee. Thou art free to leave once this dinner is concluded. Quite right, Gustaccio. And here is Adept Rosaluncia, whom I believe thou hast met. Gilbertia is never lacking in social graces, my lord. Now, if he only attended to the problems of Moonshade, as he doth attend to his mistresses. Speaking of which... Ahem! Also present as my dinner companion is the most charming Frickidazi. She, too, is a mage. Welcome to thee. These cursed teleportation storms have made travel so difficult that we're becoming isolated. It had disturbed everyone, but it's good to see a new face. The good mages, this is the adventurer from a distant land whose arrival was foretold in our conjurings. How could be responsible for the storms which plague the land, or for the growing strangenesses which afflict our spellcasting? I hope, my dear, that he is the solution to our problems rather than the cause. Thou art a fool, Mage Lord. Our guest is most certainly a factor in the supernatural disturbances that are threatening our world. Let's question him now. Exhort Flum! Hey, bitch! Stop roasting me! It's the very wrong kind of roasting. See here, Rosaluncia, this stranger may have secrets, as do we all, but I will not condone treating a guest of the council like a criminal. Thou dost dare to interfere with my spells, Mage Lord. I demand that thou reprimand this sorcerer. Ah, dear, calm thyself. Perhaps our visitor shall tell us all without the use of force. If there's one thing I cannot stand, it's being hamstrung by petty politics. Thou art not half the man thou once wert, Filbertio. I bid you all a pleasant dinner. I've lost my appetite and I'm leaving, but mark my words, I shall have my way. There's some gold, maybe we should appropriate it in the name of Lord British. And maybe we shouldn't conjure up the name of Lord British. To think she was once a young and beautiful sorceress before her ambitions turned her cold and heartless, but definitely not cleavageless. Oh, pardon me. I beg thy pardon, Mage Lord Filbertia, but I have an urgent message for thee. I regret to report that mine attempts to locate any significant quantity of the reagent blood moss have met with a failure. How are you doing, Cthulhu? Fourth horse, I should send thee to the dungeons and have the rats feed on thy carcass. Dear guests, I am afraid that I shall have to adjourn this pleasant repast. Porthos and I must speak privately considering important matters of state. I thank thee all for coming. Well. Well, here's some food. Yeah, nobody was jailed. I'm actually quite surprised. Anybody fit a cake? Oh, perfect. So let's go read these books. Principles of Economics. Oh, please no. No more. Not anymore. Not again. Dwellers of Serpent Isle. This was telling us about features. The Crying Lute. I've read that one as well. I definitely read that one, The House of the Unicorn. I've also read No Such Thing as Fairies. Weaving by Carlin. Complete sourcebook for a variety of patterns. Included are patterns for clothing, blankets, quilts, and sheets. That tells us how we can make things. About the potions, Apothecary's desk reference. Rigio's Book of Astonishing Things. Right, this tells us about the magic items in the game. The Art of Field Dressing. Still gonna go through books even though we've read most of them. That key is taunting me. Never know when you're gonna find a book you haven't read. That's a spooky looking statue that's probably gonna try and kill us. Oh, hey! Filbertius barge! It's Filbertius barge! Yeah, but can we use it? The vessel doth not belong to us. Oh, fuck you. Motherfucker. Are these open? They just left us here. Without any explanation. Ooh. Well, that's, one tapestry. Anything in the fireplace? Oh, yes, behind a locked door. Sword, not a switch. Statues of gargoyles with horns. I think the naked ladies holding their hands up. So Phil Berchio can grab the stony boobs. Seriously, it's Phil Berchio. Let's see, there's the ass, there's the two legs, then there's long hair, those are hands, that's the head, the darker grayish hair that goes to the back, and there's one nipple, and there's another nipple. Yeah, and they don't know gargoyles. They think they're demons. As did we, as we were massacring most of them. Kitchen? I agree, we need Mo statues. Mo is definitely my favorite character from Simpsons. Right, so what next then? Funny how nice people get once you've shown them that you can easily murder 90% of their race and not even break a sweat. Yeah. Granted, they did try to murder me, but didn't quite succeed. Yeah, that's what I said, Mo. Alright, so, all I now know is they have some problems finding blood moss. And Pothos, whom I know nothing where he is, tasked with finding some, I guess. But he was not able to. What I kinda am guessing is that to proceed, I might have to help Pothos in his quest. I'm sure I found Pothos' shop last time. Problem, I kinda sorta was sick for a week after that and have lost the track of time. And sense of everything. Place with the two guys. That's the place with the two racists. Where the fuck would one find blood moss? Oh, it has to be on this island. I'm of course assuming that my guess is right. That's pretty much the only clue I have right now. I'm gonna look for his shop. First, I'm just gonna do a little trek and see if I can just find some blood moss lying around. Oh shit! Bears with huge fucking muscles. Those are some thick fucking bears. Holy shit. I wish I hadn't thrown away all of my reagents when I realized I don't need them. Afterwards, this could be completely pointless and I could be absolutely wrong. Of course they barely scratch me. I'm the fucking Avatar. Who also has a strength belt and... I think the strength belt kind of helps. Let's be honest here. But would it be Avatar if Avatar wasn't lost? It's not like Avatar knows what he's doing. Sure, he's strong and kills everything, but he's not terribly smart. I seriously think I may be wrong. Fishing pole and Ilari. I kinda like and kinda hate that stepping on glass seems to damage. A sign. I hate this game right now. Anybody who knows those runes knows why. I'm just gonna make sure that I remembered the runes correctly. Just sure if I'm justifiably pissed off at the game. Yep. 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 The sign says, "Thou art lost." I'm not lost. I know exactly where I am. I just feel like I'm on a wild goose chase. Thought I might have to look for blood moss, but I can't see any, so I think I may have been wrong. Well, the game will confirm or deny. Trying to pay attention in case I see any. But I'm already committed. I'm committed to just looking around, seeing if I can find it. Yeah, that's also kind of my idea. If somebody else wants blood moss, that means, fuck it, I'm gonna get it first. I'm not gonna let you have any. Going around looking if I can find any. We've gone through most of the area already. There's no point in abandoning this quest now. Does this hold have anything? Food. There's the beached ship we came here in. Oh, fuck. Harpies and shit. Never mind, they fly away. Right, except that one doesn't attack us for some reason. Don't know why. One big problem, though, in looking for blood moss is that there's so many things that are red. And I'm looking for a thing that is also red. So my eyes kind of go into this semi-glazed mode, and I'm having a hard time differentiating between those. I very well may have even walked past blood moss just thinking it's part of those goddamn red maple trees. Still... Oh, there's a scorpion. Hey, stop attacking me, piece of shit. Well, to be fair, Shen, after seeing the town, I am assuming that everyone in town is lazy and stupid. Attack! Oh hey, a child that's dead, and we did not kill this one. No one can blame us for this murder. Dust of invisibility. 6 lockpicks, yes please. Pocket watch. Hi, Scorpion. Oh, another one. I guess we should go looking for Pothos soon. At least we're getting some experience. And we found a dead child. That's good. I seriously would not be surprised if they hid something. Right under a maple tree. Almost done. Very close to the city walls. We are not lost. We are close to the city walls. See, there is the cobblestone road thing. Don't mind that. Why does everyone say I'm lost? I'm not lost. I'm exploring. There's a difference. See, there's the wall. Told you. Jesus. Have a little faith. Even my companions are complaining that I'm fucking lost. I'm not. I'm somewhat systematically walking around this place. Shit. What's that? That's interesting. We don't have the key. Can we pick this lock? Right, that's going to be something. Wonder what that place is. I'm sure we'll find out. Well, I did misplace Spark's body once, yes. not my fault Ultima 7 decided to make bodies disappear. Right, let's go look for Pothos' shop. He apparently has. I think I've pretty well gone through that side of the... Well, no, the bodies disappear. The living people go into a specific room. Which means because the body disappears, you cannot resurrect them without cheating. The winery? Well, we'll find it. It's all fine. And this is the inn then, I guess. No, Humpa. They are not. Because I did the thing to get Spark back, and the living people were in the room of death, not the corpses. So these are the living spaces of the normals. That was the necromancer's place. This is for the mundane artisans. Looking for a guy with a red cap. That guy's place. Yeah, it is pretty sweet, Cthulhu. There we go. Don't run away from me, I want to talk to you. Hey, stop, you son of a bitch! Stop walking. Oh yes, I remember thee from the banquet. Lucia wanted to kill thee. Welcome to the apothecary shop. I'm Pothos the proprietor. Tell me more about the banquet. Oh, sorry. Well, you wouldn't happen to need a bloody hand? Oh, please put it away. I don't need you to look at it anymore to be able to tell thee that it's the damnable product of Erstam's experiments. Is it any wonder that they call him the Mad Mage? Well, there we go, now we know. Tell me more about the Mad Mage. What else wouldst thou call a man who hacks his assistants to pieces for his experiments? That is another reason that he lives apart from the other mages. He will never bow to their strictures, and I doubt that any of the adepts in Moonshade would hope to enforce them anyway. Tell me about these experiments. Erstam seeks to find the secret of creating life. I surmise that it's his attempt at immortality. Even spells fall to the ravages of time in the end. Unfortunately, Erstam's quest for knowledge had been at the sacrifice of his assistants. A vassal had sidestepped the inevitable much longer than I would have expected. Who's Vassal? A vassal is Erstam's latest assistant. He's a grinning hunchback that I had not given credit for much intelligence. But he seemed to be more cunning than even Erstam anticipated. Now, let's talk about the banquet. I apologize for disturbing the party, my lord. Normally I wouldn't have been there, but I had been on a special errand for the Mage Lord. What kind of an errand? Oh, with these storms, I had little trade with the mainland, so I'm nearly out of most reagents. Silbertio wished for me to gather some blood moss for him. Tried, but storms have brought fierce storm monsters into that area, and I'm no. Silbertio threatened to throw me into the Mountains of Freedom if I did not obtain the blood moss. I'd trade my dearest secret to be able to find some blood moss. Tell me which area? I don't know why you wouldn't have been there. While it's true that I'm a mage, I'm not an adept. Silbertio invites only adepts to his banquets as a rule. There are different levels of competence with magic, Lord. It's all based on what level of spells thou canst cast. I myself can only master the 3rd level of spells. An adept can master the 9th. Only an adept can become mage lords or sit on the council of mages, so I make my living selling reagents to adepts. About freedom. Name was meant in jest, I'm certain, for the mountains of freedom are a prison, my lord. Prison meant to hold mage and mundane alike. It is said that if thou art sentenced to the terrible stone pit and thou canst win thy way back to the outside world, then thou art free. No one will hunt thee for the crimes thou didst commit before thine incarceration. The only problem is that none have ever won free. Virtue reigns unchallenged. The mountains of freedom are a mine that was shut down long ago when the quality of ore became profitless to dredge from the mountain's heart. Silbertio devised a new use for it and turned it into a prison. Now its value lies not in what is gotten out of the mine, but in what's put into it. How unchallenged! There is little true crime here, my lord. Most of the offenders that find themselves within the confines of freedom are there because they angered Silbertio in some way. The very existence of freedom silences most of the Mage Lord's detractors. Alright, so he wants blood moss, and yes, indeed, Shen. We already found out where Batlin and Gweno have went. We found it out in the last stream, but we also tried. I also, went around these bloody mountains looking for a secret passage. These are apparently the Mountains of Freedom, then. There is a way in. And we need to find it. Now, the big problem I have now is we need to find blood moss. And need to find blood moss. And the hint we got is that there are strong monsters in that area. Right now, the strongest monsters I've found are the harpies there. But I don't know if it's in the southern side of the island or in the northern side. Basically, my hope of finding it is to run around the map looking for enemies. Strongest enemies right now, they are the harpies that I found. Unless you count the bears. But I don't think they would be... Would they count? What the magic harp was, which I haven't gotten. I still don't know what that might have to do. Well... do those count as strong enemies that have appeared? Tiny... breaklings or whatever the fuck they are. Round. We're stuck somewhere. Oh, we're stuck on a fucking log. How do I... God, sometimes the height variance things are really fucking annoying. I don't know where I am or how do I get out from here. Oh, God. I'm in a tree. How do I get off? Yeah, I don't care, Shen. I'm stuck. I've never cared whether something is the intended solution. I care whether I can find a solution, whether it's the intended one or not. But this one clearly isn't that because I'm fucking stuck. And I don't know. I've somehow gotten into a weird height plane from which I can't get out from. I'm in a fucking tree. This is one of the worst parts about this game, by the way. Just seriously. Because you can literally end up stuck. Oh, fuck. Was this before or after the banquet? I think after because I was looking for... Alright. Yeah, that's one thing that I'm really not pleased sometimes. Because you can end up walking on top of an object and end up on a weird height plane. Excusez-moi? Alright, yeah, I just wanna talk about these again, just make sure that I've tagged the same things. Yeah, it depends on how long away the save is, Shan, basically. I think I've now talked all the same things. Alright. So, next things next. We need to find blood moss from somewhere. I now have 3 possible directions at least. Where it might be. But first things first, I do need to take a leak. So, I'll be right back. Sure I can some point, Shan. Don't know how to load games with a command? Right. Oh, run the game with a command. Oh, okay. Alright, so. Thoughts. Here be harpies. Here be dire bears somewhere. So there's some brown spot that I think is a house that I haven't visited, because that's a house, right? The fuck's that? Don't know. Maybe I'll check it as well. Let's go check this area with the bears. Then go through here, see if this is a house. Then go check this area here with the harpies. If not, then I'll quickly check this area for any strong monsters. If I can't figure things out, then I might sweeten it. Audio on or off? On. Okay. Basically, if I can't find anything by going through the whole island, then I might ask for a hint. I think the bears were somewhere. Ah, this sounds good. Die! Bears don't happen to have any, no? Look around, see if we can find any. Can't see any. Could be well hidden. You're another monster theme. That's a fox. A slime. A house in the middle of a swamp? Get there somehow? Okay, I'm poisoned. Walk through it. Oh. Don't run away from me, you pieces of shit. There's a clear path there, but how do I get there? See that path? There's blood moss. There's not strong enemies though. There's blood moss. Now all I need to do is figure out how the fuck I'm gonna get there. From here. Oh, okay, never mind. There's strong enemies. Aha! Grab it all. It's just a slime. There we go, now you can kill him. Perfect. Problem solved. That wasn't a house. An island in the swamp. Also snakes. Now let's go back to town and go back to Pothos. Give him some blood moss. Assuming we don't die of acute swamp poisoning before we get there. Which, let's face it, is a possibility. Golem guys, or automaton guys place. I don't want to talk to you. Excusez-moi. Hey! It's son of a bitch. Shopping or something, my lord? I do not want to know. Dost thou know what the possession of the stone is forbidden? Dost thou know how much certain adepts will pay for the reagent that stone produces? No, tell me more. It produces blood spawn when mixed with a quantity of blood. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. If thou hast the ritual bloodletting device, which is technically forbidden as well, thou must fill a small container with blood. Then thou must use the blood on the stone heart. This produces the blood spawn that thou wilt need for death spells. Thou must be very careful, it's very powerful. Why is it forbidden? Prolonged exposure to Stoneheart causes insanity, my lord. And to have the type of power that the reagent makes in the hands of a madman is unthinkable. Of course, an apothecary I could buy it from thee, and find a buyer or two with the clearance to possess it. I could make thee a good offer, say 120 guilders. Wilt thou sell it? No! I shall not tell anyone that thou hast the Stoneheart, my lord, but thou shouldst be likewise discreet. Remember Rodluncia. Like Fulbertio, Rodluncia doth have a will of steel and a fiery temper. She is convinced that some outside force is responsible for the abominable storms. Hates thee because she thinks that thou art keeping knowledge from her, which I am. It isn't anything personal. Tell me about this outside force. Well, to be precise, I have to say that she suspects a recent visitor, a mage named Batlin. I'll grant that he came through asking all sorts of questions and badgering people to sell their serpent teeth. Why? What's this about serpent teeth? I fail to see how she thinks he doth have anything to do with the storms. And I'm afraid that she thinks all strangers are in league with Batlin. Of course, it did not help that he had the demon either. Tell me about the teeth. Oh, it is a tradition, my lord, to steal some small item from the mad mage to prove that thou art a worthy mage. A particular favourite item to purloin is a serpent tooth from the mad mage's collection. As far as I know, they're useless. But Batlin certainly wanted to purchase them. Means we want them. Well, who knows? Sort of a deal with the mad mage for them. Tell me more about the storms. Definitely magic born, no doubt about it. Anyone call outside during one risks being teleported into oblivion. Which is horrible because, lots of people dislike that game. Gustaccia had been working on finding a way to stop the storms, but so far he had not had any luck. Perhaps now that Mortegro is helping him, they'll find the answer. I certainly hope so. Moon Shade is isolated until they do. Tell me more about Batlin. Oh, little fat man, a small beard and a moustache, angry scowl. I'm sure that thou wilt remember him if thou hast met him. Not a particularly nice person, that I recall. Seemed like any other adept. Used to getting his way and angry if thwarted. I dealt as little with him as possible. That's a smart move. What kind of questions did he have? Oh, Batlin seemed very interested in learning more of the history of the ancient people of this land. The ones we call the Ophidians. As I'm far from my days as a novice, I do not remember all that the Majesty taught us. Interested then or now, sent him to Fidabiblio. Son of the demon. Oh yes, battling a demon wandering about his heels. His name as thou couldst please. Did he bidding without a word? Big, ugly red creature. 'Tis just the thing to catch Rodlucia's eye. 'Tis very interesting to learn to tame a demon for a personal servant. Quite put out that battling wouldn't tell her how he had done it. But I'm sure Filbertia heaved a sigh of relief when battling refused to tell her. Everyone knows that Rodlucia would love to feed Filbertia to a demon in small pieces. And what about Gustaccio? Oh, he's an adept that specializes in working with the weather, the power of nature and all that. Gustaccio said that's something about needing to learn as much about the storms as possible. He even babbled something about learning to see the colors. At least it sounded like babble to me. What about Mortegro? Oh, he's an adept that specializes in speaking with the dead. He doth not bind them to service or anything, simply talks to them. Why Gustaccio wants Mortegro's help, I'll never know. Unless the dead are responsible for the storms or something. Now, tell me about Fidabiblio. Oh, he keeps the library here in Moonshade. All information, whether historical or magical in nature, finds his way to his hands. Also the teacher of the novices, so I'm certain that he'll be able to help thee with any questions thou mightest have. Now, what about these Ophidians? As I told thee, I don't recall very much history. All I do know is that the ancients seem to have worshipped serpents. If thou wishest to know more, ask Fidabiblio, he is very learned on the subject. Okay, so, why could I not... Go. There'd you go. I'm a servant of Protector Pothos and blah 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 blah. I don't want to talk to you. How do I give you the blood moss? Blood moss isn't illegal. It's not the blood moss, it's the... what's its name? The other one. The other thing. Blood moss is a norm. Blood spawn. That's illegal. I want to give him blood moss, which he was looking for. One bitch who knows information about everyone. The shopkeeper thing. I can ask more about everybody in town. I'm so glad to see thee again. Tell me more about what the fuck's the deal with Pothos? Don't tell anyone. Dost thou desire to know about townsfolk, please? Tell me about mages. I really don't fuck about anybody else. Right now, I was the one. Mage Lord wanted the things. Tell me about the Mage Lord. Virtue is the most powerful wizard of them all. Said that he had some strange, compelling power over women. Not to me, of course, but he had his way with many other beautiful women. I was surprised to learn of many of them. That didn't help me much. About Pothos. Pothos is back and his shop's open once again. Hast thou heard of the rumor about the apothecary? Some say that he had most uncanny resemblance to the Mad Mage. So too. Hey, do you stand jabbering, Buccia? I must be getting back to work now. But it had been nice talking with thee. Thou wert at the Blue Boar Inn at 10 tonight. I'll discuss these things further with thee. Blue Boar Inn at 10. What time is it?
Murder time.
Not yet. Later. How many hours shall we awaken thee? In 7, then it's 10. Pleasant dreams, Avatar! I still think Dupre in this one kinda looks like Dr. Watson. Hi, Buccia.
Yes, my lord. I'm glad to see thee again.
Now,
It's so flattering to be asked so many questions by thee, Finn. What wouldst thou like to know?
tell me more about Pothos. Said you had something to say about him. Could tell me at the inn at 10.
Pothos is back and his shop's open once again.
Tell me more about the Mad Mage.
Surely thou hast heard of Erstam the Mad Mage, who helped found the city. Once he was a great wizard, able to control the very elements themselves, but then as his power grew, his sanity shrank. Shrank and shrank until it was too small to perceive, and he went dashing into the hills, shrieking threats and insults. They called this power steroids or something. Past the mountains of freedom wilt thou find his isles.
I think shit. Now, I feel like I either have some... Buy some food. I'm gonna sleep until daytime again, I think. Hi, buddy. I'd like to buy some food. I like... roast lamb. 35 guilders. Yes, I'll have some, please. I don't care about the price right now. Give me 4. You and no more. Bye. Alright, Shen. If I were to loot the banquet hall, I'd find a fucking virtue stone. That's interesting. They're not supposed to be here. Rise, Finn! Yes. I know you're famished. That's why I bought food. It just is there. Interesting. Probably in one of these then. That seems like a secret kind of thing. I see a secret passage. There's also the teleporter. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Can't see any of those secret passage markers. Oh, there it is. Alright, so there's probably a switch because it doesn't open like this. Time to start looking very carefully. It's probably another one of those couple pixel things. Aha! Oh, come on. I think I might have to train Avatar a little bit before I can do this. Yeah. Not enough dexterity. Also another one. This. Not you. The door. Yeah. Probably a key somewhere. Ah! If that wasn't to that, then. Did go to the keyring. As it was supposed to. So is this to the chests? Nice. Ooh, what's that? Fire sword and another magic axe. Alright, well fine. It wasn't here. Unless... Stones. Is this one of the virtue stones? Which one was yellow again? That's the passion, right? The stone of compassion. Some reason a stone of compassion is here. Also, why the fuck do you always unequip yourselves? It just is, Shen. You'll will some axes and shit. You can dump that shit away and grab a fire sword. Yeah, baby. Also, I was supposed to talk to that guy. Gilbertio. Again, hast thou good news? Oh, tell me about the politics. Oh, is there no end to the bickering among mages? No, never. We have 3 factions here, and each elects its favorite to the Council of Moon Shade. As the voice of compromise and experience, I've always been selected Mage Lord by the Adepts. My fellow lords are Rotalunci and Gustachio. Sorcerer Rotalunci is the heart of dissension. She's ambitious beyond measure and causes all manner of trouble. She was not always this way. I remember the summer of my last apprenticeship year. 2 years younger than I, and asked me to be her tutor. Ah, but she did too as well that summer. There have been many loves before and since, but I shall always remember Rotaluncia. Gustaccio doth adhere too strictly to outdated codes of ethics. Why, we could accomplish nothing in Moon Shady if we followed his advice. I doubt that he shall even deign to speak with thee. He is of the old school and speaks only to those he considers worthy of his time. Until thou hast proven thyself, he shall have little to do with thee. But we were only beginning. Very well, if thou dost insist. As thou no doubt noticed, the burden of being a mage lord weighs heavily upon me. I spend all of mine hours in the palace. I have no life of my own. I seldom even research new spells. Indeed, sometimes I think that my subjects don't appreciate me. They've given me wealth and power, but I've given them my life. Now, is that a fair exchange? Perhaps I shall go live in a hut on the coast. It would be less stressful. Well, you do have a nice palace. This is not a grand old building. Most of the downstairs chambers are used for business of the court, while the remaining rooms are mine own. Never mind the legend of hidden treasure chambers here. If there were gold here, I would have it by now. There is. I'll take it at one point. It is lonely to be a mage lord. I've the needs of a normal man, yet I'm overwhelmed by the demands of the citizens. No doubt thou hast heard tales of my romantic conquests. This is the answer I've found to the pressures of being a mage lord. I know that the citizens talk of me all the time behind my back. They say that I'm a great lover, and indeed I am. But I've never found true love. Romance is like the fog that dissolves in the sunlight. Do not speak of this to the sorceress Frigidazi. She is my current passion, and I fear that she doth love me too much. I'm supremely jealous of her affections as well. Though I do not truly love her, I will not be made a fool of. Research spells, Jan. Beneath my station to teach thee or any other. The awesome knowledge. That is mine alone. Go and badger Melina or Columna. The arcane arts. Fine, bitch. Bye, bitch. Jesus. That was a sudden change of tone. Exactly, finders, keepers. Losers, weepers. Hoping for something, lord. Aha! Now I have a new option. Thou knowest. It's true, I am Erstam's son. Didn't know that, but I... Shit, sorry. Which is why I still continue to trade with him even though it's forbidden. The council knew I'd surely be exiled. Since thou knowest I've lost thee a deal. If thou wilt go to the swamp south of here and bring back some blood moss for me, I will tell thee how to contact my father. Yeah, sure. Come again! Thank you for here. Ah. Hello there. Yes, I have the blood moss. Wonderful. In exchange for thy service, I will trust thee with the information that will allow thee to speak with Erstam. Tell me. It would not be wise for me to tell thee much. I shall merely acquaint thee with how to reach the docks, how to call thy transport, and the required password. Thou must go to the docks north of the Mountains of Freedom. My father had trained a sea creature to come on command. I think I've seen that place. We'll take thee to Erstam. Do not fear. But remember not to leave any of thy possessions upon it, for once it leaves, thou shalt not be able to recall it. How do I call it? Call the creatures. Go to the docks. There thou shalt find a ship's bell. Once thou hast rung the bell and chanted the mantra, thy transport will arrive. It can only take thee to my father's island, nowhere else. What's the password? It isn't interesting. The blood moss is so potent since it's connected with the fluid of life. Blood. But I'm babbling. Erstam shall not speak a word to thee unless thou dost speak the password, which I do give thee. This will be the sign that I've sent thee. The password is Iskatradith. Now, how about the mantra? My, thou art impatient. I was just about to tell thee. I've written bentas juxakai preatai memir vis repori. Learn its meaning, translated from the language of magic. Alas, as is often the case, is not required to understand how to use it. Been learned this as well in the days of the false prophet. Who? Never mind. Change subject. Bye. I think I could have translated if I wanted to, because there's... Now I kind of want to. What is happening? YOLO! What? Well, YOLO's gone, apparently. Shit.
Murder time.
Probably. Probably, Humpa. Fucking written it down. Translated. Jesus Christ, but now I don't have it anymore. I'll check it later. You mad? Yeah, I'm mad. And there's one person I know that's been teleporting me around, so... Hey! Bitch!
Outsider!
Fine. Hey, you horny motherfucker, where are you? God damn it, where is that asshole? There he is. I just gotta get has the good news. No, where the fuck's my friend? My friend had been taken. How foul! By magical means indeed. Whom dost thou suspect of this terrible crime? Well, out of these two options, or actually three options, I don't think it was Battling, but Rota Luncia does hate me and wants information from me, so maybe her. I've heard that she believes thee to consort with demons, and to be a partner of the one called Battling. Thou should search your manor for clues. Open every door, for thy friend might be hidden anywhere. Thou canst find a mansion in the northeast part of town, built into the face of the sun and mountains. Be careful. The Red Witch is most powerful, and I cannot protect thee from her enchantments. Report thy findings. Okay, so that one place with the captured Naga, that's her place. I know, how dare Iolo call the Red Witch a witch? Now, if it talks like a witch, it looks like a witch, it probably is a bitch. This should be her house. Explains why she's obsessed with demons and shit and she has a gargoyle statue. This is the manor of Enchantress Rotaluncia. Thou canst not enter without permission. Kidnapped my friend. I'm forbidden to discuss this subject with thee. Where is she? I must not tell. In fact, thou shouldst leave here at once. Tell me, where's Rotaluncia? Commands many powerful and strange magics and sits upon the council of mages. As thou now knowest, she is most terrible to those who do not bend to her will. Well, bye. Thou dost look at me oddly. I think I've said too much. Now I must kill thee. Don't think so. Must kill! Rolucius will avenge my loss. Ah! Hi. Alright. Now what? Stand away. Because you don't have anything interesting. Free ginseng alchemical apparatus, ritual bloodletting device. Something they weren't supposed to have. Also serpent tooth. I told serpent tooths was something Battling wanted. I'ma steal that from ya. Fuck you. Right, let's look around. Wonder if there's gotta be something. So was the chest. I wonder if I can pick the lock. One of these curtains can be. Okay, that's too heavy. I don't have the key. I probably... Thank fuck. There's a key. Now it's mine. That? Fire snack. My darling Rotaluncia, I know thy feelings about my letters, but I cannot help myself. I think of thee day and night. Thou art the light of my miserable existence. Thou art like the sun, blinding all who doth gaze upon thy beauty. Thy lips are more luscious than the sweetest fruit. Thy skin is smoother than the most glorious rose. Thou art the essence of womanhood. None can surpass thee. Please, I beg of thee, say that thou wilt be mine. Anxiously awaiting your reply, Filvertio. Rotaluncia, I saw thee staring at the Pictoricio at the banquet last night, and I know now that thine affections shown toward me were false. Thou art a cow and a shabby sorceress as well. Do not try to pretend otherwise, for I know the truth, and I want nothing more from thee ever again. Filvertio. How doing, Sun Shadow? There's progress. Whee! Hey, lady! Alright. Gotta be something in here. That's not... I tried to do. I was trying to... Okay, I've killed the snake lady now. Was not my... was not my, Anyway. Sorry. I believe that, Shan. And now I've gotten here, but what now? What now? Don't think I can break this debris. Has to be something. Is this bed? Ah, crap. I just feel like is this it? I don't cookie. Yeah, I don't want anything from you. Crap, I can't lock it back. Well, there are a few places outside of town. Good check. Doing good? Very glad to hear that, Cookie. I'm doing pretty fine, I'd say. I'm mildly confused now. But so first things first. Here was one place. It's not technically properly outside of town, but here was one place that I was confused about the last time. That's not the right key, at least. Well, because technically I have an idea of what to do, I just don't know where. No, Sunshadow, I'm most of the time severely confused. Difference. Yes, it was. One of our party members was teleported away. There were some buildings. Exactly. It's fully embracing the YOLO lifestyle. The place with the magic harp. Oh yes, I'll try to avoid them. Here's something else. Place with crucified corpse here. Right, this was this place. Been in a Sherlock Holmes game. Pretty much, yeah. Explore over here. Right direction at least. Fuck. Then interesting contraption. Shut the fuck up with your eating. I wonder. Might. It's also a ruined book. Tends to mean it can't be read. Exactly. Well, there's going to be some information about this somewhere. This clearly significant somehow. Shut the fuck up with your foods. Where the fuck was that? Something's shooting blaster rifles at me, and what the fuck? We got a key from her place. Let's go back to Filbertio and report. Best I can do right now. Granted, the possibility is that I cannot report and I don't have anything to say because I haven't found something, but closest I can think of right now what I could do. Hi, hungry fat man. Search the place. So thou search for the Luncia's manor, and there's no sign of thy friend or of the Luncia, how? A one last hope for thee, but I must first share a secret with thee. Tell me. I'm reluctant to admit this, but under the circumstances, I think that I must. A year ago, the Red Sorceress and I renewed the passionate affair which began in our youth. This was none of mine idea, but I couldn't resist her advances. Yeah, sure it wasn't too fucking man that I love making be done in built a secluded love palace. You built a place specifically to have sex with one woman. Oh, it's a modest place. Like this great masterpiece. A mere cottage. Perhaps Rosaluncia had gone there to hide and taken life. So then she betrayed me. Quickly, she is there and flush her out. Now where is it? It's located in the center of the Lake of Enchantment, south and west of where we now stand. Thou shalt need a boat to reach this place. Take my yacht, I give thee. The royal yacht is moored at the pier, which can only be reached from within my palace. Thou wilt know that my yacht will not move unless the mystic engine is. So, she's betrayed you, huh? Did she make love to me, only thinking to use me? Was her passion false, a mere pretense in order to coerce me into building that hidden citadel? Women are fickle. Never give thine heart to one of their kind, stranger. Better to love them and leave. I am undone. My heart grieves. I must go away now to Reddit to be with my fellow incels. Gosh. All right. Use the yacht. The Empire kidnaps Yola, yeah, pretty much. Except it's not Empire, just one random woman. Boop, 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 boop. Laser shooting from a chasm doesn't seem very dungeon crawler-like. I don't know, it seems very dungeon crawlery. There's the dock. How do I... There we go. No, don't sit back. I said, don't sit back. Oh, God fucking... How do I get off? There we go, finally. Jesus. You're a bit hungry, huh? That's fine. Let's eat this Sex Palace food. You're not gonna eat it? I am. I like how the music stopped when I found a whip on the floor. No, it's a diaper. Diaper, belt, a brush, and bananas. Well, at least he's having fun. Tell me the secret, tell me! Observations of Pain by Mage Lord Fulbertio. Introduction. We've always thought of pain as the unpleasant reaction of a being's nervous system to certain environmental stimuli. Through my recent studies, I believe that I've come to understand pain as a state of mind rather than simple physical reaction. It is very easy to inflict physical pain on someone. Casual look about my laboratory will prove that Iron Maidens, thumb screws, and racks are all useful for this purpose. What should be done for the person who can literally accept and even ignore physical pain? In this case, a test of one's mental faculties shall be necessary. Research thy subject carefully and discover what tears into his soul. Understand his psyche and use what thou dost discover to help augment the physical torture. We will look now at a few examples. Suppose thou dost want to cause harpsichordist pain. Thumb screws are obvious choice. Find it add to his experience by playing the blissful tune sea shanty. Very good results. Similarly, if the subject is a writer, strapping him to the rack and reading from the dismal Sir Trout's plot guide will have him writhing. Throughout these pages, thou will find even more insidious ways to produce pain. Read them well, and thou will never be disappointed with the results. Poetry for the Romantic Lute by Sir D. Day. Soliloquy. I gave my love a chicken that had no bone. I gave my love a cherry that had no stone. I wrote my love a story that had no end. My darling Rodalucia, I tried to sleep after our dalliance this night, yet I cannot. The feel of thy silken hair and the sweet taste of thy lips linger. Oh, my darling, I cannot wait until I see thee again. I feel that I shall go mad if I cannot make thee mine. Thy lover, Filbertio. Let's grab some more of that correspondence. I should probably dump some of this stuff away at some point.
So thou hast come to rescue thy friend. Well, thou must kill me first. I have the only key to his cell. Oh, it's a shame to murder such a cleavage. Lady. Or wilt thou tell me the secret which I desire, the key to controlling demons?
Oh, I know nothing about gargoyles, demons.
Then thou shalt die, liar!
Murder time.
Fuck yeah!
With my dying breath, I place the curse of the Red Witch upon thee.
Ding dong, the witch is dead. Also, those things blow shit up. Kill them, quick. And 2 keys. That. Onion. Nice. That. Egg. Can I offer you an egg in this trying time? Yes, I can. Tasty egg. Ah! I did not expect Avatar to actually go inside the Iron Maiden. I just wanted to close it. Anyway. Hi, YOLO. Wouldst thou enjoy some idle conversation, my lord? I'm glad you're happy about being in prison. Would you like to join me again? Yeah, my kink is accidentally killing myself. All know that now. I hope you're happy. And unsurprisingly, we end up here. You know, he could have told me that he has a teleporter into his kinky sex dungeon, so I wouldn't have had to take that boat thing. That's true, he wouldn't be a dick. Oh, this is the again. Hast thou good news? Oh yes, I penetrated the lady quite well. Apparently I can't tell you about that. So, bye, I guess. Alright, the party is now collected again, so... Next thing's next. Let's go right to the Mad Mage. Yes, we did, Shannon. That's exactly what I'm doing now. We're going north, then west, then ringing a bell. And then we should be on the Isle of the Mad Mage. Which would, again, mean that there's gonna be a stream with actual progress. Have to go all the way around this. Oh, hi! I forgot you guys exist. Thankfully, you don't exist anymore. That. Zerin? Wormhearts? Agonium? I have no idea what the fuck those are. Probably something important for something. Okie dokie, Shen. You're not allowed to make progress. I'm sorry, Sun Shadow. I do try to avoid it as much as possible, but sometimes I just can't help it. It makes items larger and easier to see. Why do you? Alright, now I'll open the manual and see. Now, actually, I have to remember which Ultima manual was it that had those. Was it 6 or 7? Or even 5? I remember one of the manuals did have... Not the magic words. One has some. Of course, these are not exactly the same words. That would be... Make change time small danger make. Makes no sense. Let's check the proper manual because DOG one had for some reason up what the fuck manual actually means. That was basically just a quick guide. Here's the lore book. Party at rest, don't give a fuck. Knowledge of the mage. Same ones, yeah. Yeah, it's garish, which is why I'm looking for Manual of 6. Which doesn't have shit's worth of garish. The magic is based on garish. I don't think they actually had any... They have any garish... There! I... According to this, I is me. I. Enough. Reten. Have that exactly here. Where is in will shall have? Basically, I shall have. And thus. Arc. Protect from hark. Protect from harm. I again. Still kind of silly. Fuck. I think I've checked them properly. Ventas, Virtue, Protect. I. The only one I'm not entirely sure is what the Reten. If I read it correctly. That's right, the translation is Suvilla koirasi nimi oli Rintintin. Peräpiski, joka murisi mulle. Reten. Ventas was which one? I shall have virtues to protect me, I guess. Something like that. Oh, I shall have virtue to protect me. Pretinde. Ancient. Ruiz. Again, one of those I have to combine. Here is water. Is ancient water knowledge. It's again to begin. Will ancient water knowledge will move me. That's quite literal. Well, that's putting it in fancy English. I'm just translating it literally because you know gargoyles don't speak in a similar fashion as we do, which we saw in 6. You can choose to use fancy words like lore. That's not what the dictionary says. Fuck localizing. Haven't you listened to Weebs, Shan? Never localize, always just translate directly. Also, did this just... No? There we go. Thought I was stuck for a moment. Thanks, Big Turtle. The fuck's that? I think we're on the right island. Writhing severed hands here. Hi! Hi, Igor.
Hey, what does thou want if thou does not want to beat me?
Hi, Igor.
I'm an orphan. I have no name. My parents were so poor they could not afford to give me one.
Okay, Igor. Tell me more about being an orphan. I don't know what that feels like.
My parents served an evil sorceress who stole me away and had them banished. Raised me as her own dog. She was eventually caught and hanged for all her heinous crimes. I still miss my stepmother terribly.
No, they don't have the original. Well, I'm not talking about Igor in that way. I'm talking about the original. I wonder, was it I think it was young Frankenstein actually that changed Igor from Y to an I. I think that's when it really started. And the original Igor, by the way, was not the assistant of Frankenstein. Even though that's kind of become the common knowledge kind of thing. But it's wrong. That's never the case. What was the Frankenstein's original assistant's name? God, it's on the tip of my tongue. What the fuck was his name? Yeah, but I'm making a Frankenstein one. And now I'm wondering what the fuck was his name? God, it's so close. Fuck, I have to Google it. I don't remember. It might have been Fritz. It was Fritz. Yeah, I even have to look at it. I still got to check it, but you're right. I think it was Fritz. Colin Clive was playing him. Oh no, Colin Clive was Frankenstein. White Fry. He was Fritz. And he was also, one thing that I remember, because he played a very similar character in a sense as Renfield in the original Dracula, Professor Dracula.
She was eventually caught and hanged for all her heinous crimes. I still miss my stepmother terribly. What art thou called? As a child, I was called a freak because I collected bugs. Don't I to dispose of my collection? I was called grotesque. I was so upset I could barely finish eating, but now I'm called by an honorable gentleman's name given to me by my master.
Yeah, so they are digitized photos, basically. That was a thing that was wondered the last time. Avatar, talking to the little fellow doth turn my stomach. Well, that's too bad, Iolo. Tell me more about your master.
It is my master who calls me vassal.
Oh, yeah, you're Vaseline.
Thou mayest address me by the name as
Well, okay, Igor. Now tell me about the Mad Mage.
I serve Erston. He's the master of this manor.
You like serving him?
Something about him that reminds me of my stepmother. Call it crazy if thou wilt. Probably the severed limbs writhing around in the yard. Good memories.
Tell me about Erston.
One who is called the Mad Mage. Master had not been himself since he lost one true love, the enchantress, Rogeni. Many years ago she left on what she said was a secret errand for a wealthy patron, and he had never returned.
So, you're a freak, right?
Merely because I had a brief career with one sideshow, everyone had marked me for life. Still, it taught me things that have helped me in my work here. Gave me a strong stomach. Called me grotesque when I was young, but looking back on it, I think they meant it in a complimentary way.
That's good.
Yes, master. I mean, my lord.
Good here.
I'm the custodian of the manor. This is the master in these experiments. But I'm also called upon to do housekeeping.
Tell me about the manor.
The master's house is very old and constantly in need of repairs. As you can see, I haven't repaired this one.
Oh, you help with the experiments?
Master, experiments are an extremely secret nature. They're dangerous. Like any mage, the master's work involves rare artifacts and arcane spells. Thou canst use them as much as thou dost want for them. But thou shalt never be able to find them.
So, how's it dangerous?
I'm not the first to have worked as the master's assistant, nor I shall fear I'll be the last. There have been many of us.
Who's the first?
Don't know the name of the master's first one. His partial remains are around here somewhere. Do not know where. They are not where I last left them.
I think I might have one of the hands. Who was the last assistant before you?
The last assistant to the master, before myself that is, was named Boyden. In fact, I can say he's still the head assistant.
How about the other assistants?
Oh, little by little and bit by bit. They pop up now again. Was never very good with names or faces, or arms or legs, or any other parts.
So tell me with the housekeeping.
This place becomes quite unkempt and requires constant cleaning. It is a dreadful thing to do. I hate the cleanings. I hates them. The filthy floritzes.
Why so much cleaning?
The experiments are, to say, quite messy.
And you hate it because, well, who doesn't?
Because I have to touch those things. I have to pick them up with all the little squeaky noises and squirming.
Things, squirming things. What sort of squirming things? Not snakes, no. Hands and legs and penises, Charmino. Get with the times.
Snakes would be pleasant compared to what they can find here.
Well, thanks. Bye. Like, we've got chickens and shit. No, stop! Wouldst thou talk with me? Please. No, I'm sure we're gonna lend the Mad Mage a hand. Now I see thee. Greetings, I'm Boyden, laying head. The severed head speaks. Yes, I do. Strange, is it not? Hi. Why do they call you the living head? My name's Boyden. Duties. I'm hardly capable of performing my duties now, I'm sorry to say. I was the assistant to Erston, one they call the Man Mage. As thou know him, wonderful fellow. Well, one night he woke me to help with one of his experiments. A wonderful fellow. Tell me about Erston. Working for Erston, extremely interesting and most educational. For example, my knowledge of anatomy had improved so much, even though I don't have much of an anatomy anymore. All right, Opa. Have a good one. Indeed, Sunshine, a very ideal vacation home. It's not exactly a friendly fellow, the master, but there's never a dull moment. What kind of experiments? Of course, Erston, having mastered the art of teleportation, had turned his sights to the creation of life. A particular night that I'm remembering, we went down to his lab, pulled an abundance of levers and things. My memory begins to fade a bit after that. Next thing I remember, I was awakening in this condition. Not so bad. I'm never hungry because I do not have a stomach. Don't need to breathe because I don't have any lungs. I do sleep occasionally. Sometimes my nose itches. Nothing really bothers me. Most people tend to find talking to a severed head unsettling. Right now I'm just enjoying talking with someone. Tell me about this creational life stuff. Is that not amazing? I don't go far beyond my comprehension of life and death. The mind fairly boggles the ramifications of it. And how about the teleportation stuff? I'm afraid I can't tell thee anything about that. Dora was merely the Mad Mage's assistant. Okay. Now comes the real question. And the answer is yes. Up Storm. That sounds nice. Yeah, gotta keep your head in the game. You miss. Found Pumice from somewhere, right? Lash. And deter. Gone, fool! Hi! Begone from my sight, thy meddling in my business is unwelcome, stranger. Thou dost have a distinct bearing of Britannia about thee, no doubt. You are some fiend league with the beast prince. Why, I ought to cast a spell from thee. How dare limb from limb, but still have thee alive. I, in fact, might do it yet. Now out with it. Why hast thou come to disturb me? Ha! A truth, I cannot. Begone! The password, Avatar. Tell him the password. What is it I hear? A mutual friend told me to mention Shady to thee. Iskatridith, the password, that I shall not feed thee to the whales. I shall speak with thee for a moment. Would this happen to be yours? I recognize that. I have not seen it in some time, in fact. The rifle belongs to me, and I find it most suspicious that thou didst come into possession of it. But of course, it must have been a teleportation storm. Exactly. What is the riddle of steel? No, I'll introduce myself first. I do not care to know thy name. As for myself, my fame hath grown with each passing century. I'm Erston, he whom some dare call the Mad Mage. So, tell me about life and death. In order to obtain the secret of achieving immortality, must first uncover the answer to the secret of life and death. Well, we already found out answer to the secret of life and death, and we found that there is no answer. Found that in Ultima 6, I think. The past, when people have searched for the answer, they've only... No, it was 7. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Far away. God, the games are already getting mushed in my head. The past, when people have searched for the answer, they've only brooded over the nature of death itself. But a foolish thing to do. There's an answer to the riddle of life and death. It can only be in the creation of life. That is what I'm seeking to do. That's nice. Creating life and shit. Lately, my experiments have been halted, for there is one necessary ingredient that I lack. Bah! Bah is a very important ingredient, but I don't know where to find one. That can tell me nothing about the creation of life that would help me advance my experiments. There's no point in speaking to thee. Okay, some of these experiments. These experiments are most dangerous. That fate of heart, I would advise thee to stay away. I can't see if thou dost look around. These experiments are a threat to both life and limb. So, you're looking for immortality, are you? Am I gonna have to kill you too? I've already killed one immortal being. Mortality represents the ultimate defeat of death. It's essential that I obtain this as soon as possible. No doubt thou hast heard of, perhaps even witnessed the teleportation storms. It seems that I recall a strange dagger appearing in the manor about the same time as the teleportation storm. Perhaps the dagger is still around somewhere. Unchained for all time, O death, and the fear of death, there would be nothing that my cup would not be able to accomplishing. Ha 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 ha! Some of the storms. The power of teleportation is most certainly an awesome one. The storms have been wreaking havoc on us for some time. I fear that their increasing frequency and intensity most certainly signals the end of the world. Someone must survive the end of the world. The person may as well be me. I could use some help with teleportation. Huh! I know nothing of this foolish dangerous power they call teleportation. Dost thou hear me? Nothing. Do not ask me this again. Do not harry my servant about it either. I warn thee. Okay, so talk to the serpent about teleportation. Hey. Tell me about these limbs. Aye, thou wilt see many of them strewn around if thou dost look around the manor. Of a life. The terrible science that I pursue had taken the stone in the lives of countless assistants. But if it leads me to the secret of eternal life, the price shall be well worth it. My experiments in immortality have led to the demise of all mine assistants, save for Basil. Oh, they are not dead. Why, one may encounter them virtually anywhere throughout the manor. At least pieces of them. I am a master sorcerer, and as such I am dedicated to my life's work, mine experiments. I am searching for the secret of immortality. And to find it, I must be able to answer the riddle of life and death. Why do they call him Man-Mage? I said that some call me the Man-Mage. I'm not giving thee permission to call me that. That a name by which I've been called since the days when I took the dissenters of the reign of beast British away to live here in this place. Know about this blue egg? Thou dost wish to know the mystery of the object. The answer is simple. Glance into my telescope. Its magical view shall penetrate the universe to thee. I've done enough penetrating for a while. Notes to myself by Erston. But thinks I know is now why the blink spell no longer works. These cursed teleportation storms disturb the ether in such a way the spell often ceases to function. Other times it is partially successful, as when I cast it on Vassal's predecessor. Nasty business that. Okay, so the head we have was halfway blinked. That's nice. He's willing to pay the price of other people's lives. Bag of rocks. Find a silk. Oh, hey, there's the place for the blue egg. Somewhere in a frozen mountain. Yeah, well, it's definitely to the north. It's somewhere in this area. There is a dagger. Doubt that's the one we're looking for. I'm sorry, I'm looking for my dagger. God. Be such prick. That's locked as well. We have to find our way in there somehow. But anyway, let's talk. You. Hi, Igor.
Come to meet me again, I know it.
Oh, can you tell me anything about teleportation?
Need to travel quickly from one place to another, and its magic is very powerful. The jawbone of the serpent enables one to walk through the great void, but it belongs to the master.
So does mean one must actually touch such a hideous thing. I simply cannot abide snakes.
That's so hideous. Sometimes I amuse myself taking the teeth out and putting them back into the jawbone.
Interesting. Jawbone. Sleeping in different places. Can I unlock that? I can. Erstam's surprise. Let's save just in case. I have a bad feeling, so do I. Whose backpack did I shove it in? No one's backpack. Okay. Yeah. I think I want to load. I don't want Erstam to be fucking poisoned. It was a surprise though. I'll admit that. Hey bro. That. Another chicken. Okay, never mind. Gone, fool! Why we speak? No! Why hast thou returned? Because I want to know about a jawbone. Oh, the little knave vassal has been telling me of my magical serpent jawbone. Thou wilt not obtain it under pain of death, torture, or any price. All that concerns me is mine efforts in creating life. There is nothing that thou canst do to aid me in the endeavor. Or perhaps... What can I do? There is something thou canst do for me. On the northern island there is a phoenix. Retrieve for me its egg, which is the missing ingredient that I need. I would go myself, but I'm getting much too old for that sort of thing. There are terrible beasts along the way. I do detest beasts, especially terrible ones. How do I get to the northern island? You have to discover the way back by thyself. Thou canst not expect me to tell thee everything. Tell me about this phoenix. You want to be familiar with the legend of the phoenix. It dies in flames only to rise again and rebirth from the flame. There I thought I saw the look of recognition in thine eyes. That it's settled. Bring me the egg of the phoenix, and in return I will give thee the serpent jawbone. Dost thou agree to help me? Yeah, sure, what else? Excellent. Then go! Bring me the phoenix egg. I shall send thee there immediately. Oh, at least I don't have to worry about how I got here. Oh, shit. Exactly. He has a beard. I expect him to tell me fucking everything. Yeah, he literally meant immediately. Just one moment. Alright, sorry about that. There, we are in a place. Of course, this was we're inside. I have no idea where we are. Northern Island. So, if this is the Isle of the Mad Mage, then we're on this island, I think. That. Potion. 2 yellow potions. Good. Now get over here. Yep, we're on that island. Now that's a lot of vegetation. A very lush place. That. Oh shit. There's a teleporter there, but let's check this first because this looks... There's a body. That the Phoenix? By the virtues! Hi! Greetings to thee! Hi, what's your name? Name? Oh my, what a formality. First thou say my life, and then thou dost ask my name. Thou art a curiosity. No one had asked me my real name in several hundred years. Always been called simply Phoenix. Right. Yeah, I would like to know your real name. It is a sound that was found most unpronounceable. My name is a word in my language which, kind that roughly translates as skyrise. It is a popular name among my kind, but enough of that. I wish to thank thee for thy deed. Well, welcome. As a token of my appreciation, I shall give thee the most valuable possession I could bestow upon thee. I poop. I mean a phoenix egg. It is obviously quite rare, and it does possess magical qualities that go beyond explanation. That is the greatest gift that I can give to thee. Use it wisely. Domain? That is spend more time in my domain? Not particularly. Sure, there might be some interesting stuff here, but... Thou dost wish to leave, thou canst return to the place from whence thou camest through a mystical means of unknown origin. The means lie beyond my lair. Okay, bye. Wish thee good fortune. Once again, I thank thee for restoring me. Now, if he would have teleported me immediately back, I would have been like, Jesus Christ, that was easy. Yeah, I did not expect that to go quite as simple. Old man, that took like 3 minutes. Dude, how fucking lazy have you been? Granted, I accidentally found the right routes, but still. Why has thou returned? Well, I have a fucking egg. Piece of shit. Truly a challenge worthy of the Avatar. Just go there, pull a switch, then go to the teleport next to it, and that's done. Yes, I have your Phoenix egg. Now I have what I need to create life! That can help me complete my experiments. We shall begin immediately. Let us begin by gathering all the various body parts scattered throughout the manor. That includes our torso, arms, legs, and oh yes, make extra certain thou dost not forget the head. Oh, come on! I wanted to keep the head. To keep the head. Shut up. Just made me sad. Told me that I cannot keep the fucking head for myself. But I think the writhing hand is the wrong one. Who did I give it to again? Well, things could be worse. That's the Phoenix egg. Fiery egg. Boop. And hand. Other hand. Yes, we'll be heading out then. And the torso. One. Fine. Keep it in your belt then. If we can't have a head, at least have a writhing hand. I live! Last, the labor of a lifetime had come to consummation. I think Boyden has been created rather well. Thou hast done an excellent job in assisting me in his creation. For thine excellent work I shall reward thee. Here is the key to my storeroom. There thou wilt find the secret of teleportation. It's an old serpent jawbone. Also, please take this serpent tooth as a token of mine appreciation. Once thou hast found the jawbone, return to me, for I have something else to give thee as well. Soon I shall return. Right. So we should now have the key. Perfect. Are you gonna talk to me? I can't have another talking head. Oh man. That I could have a head. Not the same. Not a talking head. Oh, that's the jawbone. Okay. What about this whole serpent tooth thing? Okay, that is kind of cool. So, I'm guessing that's going to be one of the things we're going to have to do now. Start looking everywhere for serpent tooth. Teeth. Teeth tooth. Hi, Erston. Might we speak? No! Told me to come speak with you. Why hast thou returned? Because you told me that I have to come back because I have the jawbone, piece of shit. Yes, I see that thou hast found thy way into my storeroom and back. Here's a serpent tooth. This will allow thee to travel back from whence thou didst come. As to the method of how it works, thou hast proven thyself intelligent. Discern it for thyself. Here's a tooth that will enable thee to travel to another place. Oh, thanks. Okay, so let's open that one first. Now we have 2 teeth, right? Boop. And boop. There we have 4 now. 14 to go. Well, I could have, but I didn't. Where the fuck am I? Yeah, I don't care for him now that he has a body. Interesting. We're in some kind of a void. I wonder if the teeth open the specific doors. Okay, so that portal comes back here. I think I'm gonna have to draw a map of this place. This is new. Yeah, I kind of want to see what places we have open. That's a new place. Alright, have a good one, Cookie. This is Moonshade. I have this one open. That should be the last one that opens. Yes. Where does this go? Fucking idea. There are 2 completely new places that we can go to. We can go back to Ultima. We can go to Moonshade. Or we can go to 2 completely new places. I do know that we do want to go back to Moonshade and ransack every single place we can find. Because we were told that those guys like to... We were told that those guys like to, you know, steal the teeth from Ultima. Which means more than one person should have teeth. We've taken one from Roto Lucia, whatever the fuck her name was. And probably more people have those. We also want to go to Monk Isle, but I don't know if either of those places, new places we could go to, was a Monk Isle. Which is exactly what I mean. Maybe one of those teeth. Fuck, I hate that word. Maybe one of those teeth will take us to Monk Isle. So going through all of the teeth, we might be able to find a way to Monk Isle that way. That's one option, which is why I want to loot every single person. I have a body! I have a body! Well, congratulations. Don't tell it to the police. What to do in these days? Actually, I do believe my job is to be observed by a careful eye in order to be judged the success of Erstim's experiment. Although no, I'm most certainly capable of many jobs. My first job would be to take a long hot bath. I swear some of those body parts must have been lying around Erstim's manor for quite some time. Certainly someone should keep an eye on me to make sure my new body will not start to fall apart. Not to worry, I feel strange, but very well indeed. Thou dost not need to observe, not when the smell reaches one first. Phew! Well, for one thing, I've decided something about my new self. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I've come to a realization that I simply don't like fire. I simply do not. Can't exactly say why. I just do not. I feel incapable of doing most anything in my present condition. In fact, I was wondering if thou couldst use someone like me to accompany thee in thy travels and adventures. Wouldst thou like me to join thee? Do we want a Frankenstein's monster with us? Used to be a talking head. Not right now. Never changed our mind or find ourselves in need of a companion. I'm most honored. That was only our escape. I could not believe that was considered having a fellow join us. Well, Iolo, I have you. Anyway, bye. Exactly, more people to feed. But yeah, as you may have noticed, I am yawning a little bit, which does mean I am gonna go to bed because I'm getting so fucking tired. Right, but right, he said there was some dagger somewhere. He said there was some dagger somewhere. Just a moment. Problem with that is it auto starts, and I haven't checked how to actually do this about it. The problem is getting it to fucking run is gonna take a while. That's